Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Darkest Dungeon 1.0, where we are picking up right about where we left off the last time, where we put some people in some treatment and we did a short mission. Let's take a minute just to kind of evaluate where we are in the town and tell you a little bit about the game, especially if this is your first few times seeing it. So let's just go through the town just one by one. It'll be a good chance to update us on here. First we have the stagecoach, which this is where your heroes come from. You can see I have a roster of 18 out of 21. I don't really need anything for what is right here right now. You can see that we have a few heroes of different classes, although maybe I do want to actually recruit one more occultist here. Yeah, I think I am going to. He's calm, but I'm not so concerned with occultist damage, so we'll put him on here for now. Notice that it doesn't cost anything. I do have gold.
One must know it.
Yes, we have the narrator, and I do apologize. I'm going to be talking over the narrator a little bit in this. I kind of always do. We have the survivalist. I haven't trained any camp skills at all yet, but once we get there, we'll make that matter. We have the tavern, where if you caught the little note at the end of last quest, or at the last video, and I can't click it here right now, Digby has experienced undreamt pleasures and refuses to leave the brothel yet, so he may get a quirk out of this. Quirks are things that are on the right. There's positive, there's negatives. Usually if you stay in a place for too long, there's going to be a problem. But you can see that we have the bar, the gambling hall, the brothel. These are all places where people can relieve their stress, and stress is a very important thing to balance in this game. The Abbey is fairly similar. We have the penance hall. The cloister, there's always the caretaker taking up one of these places. And there's different upgrades that you can get for any of these, including increasing the effectiveness, reducing cost, or increasing treatment slots. And I did upgrade my penance hall to 2 slots because I have a lot of people who for some reason will only slap themselves silly to fix themselves. Now we do also have another place called the sanatorium, where we can treat medical maladies. Do I want to treat Belisar? Hysterical blindness. I feel like that's something I probably should get rid of. We can treat quirks and we can treat diseases. I didn't see any quirks. Negative quirks and positive quirks can both be treated. But Belisar is going to be going back for some treatment. Soothing vapors is actually bulimic, creeping cough, and the red plague, so that's all pretty bad. But I don't think I can afford to actually... Well, I can. 10 and 5. You get crests, busts, portraits, and deeds to do things here. Let's go ahead and treat this vessel as well, because I don't like the red plague. Red plague bad. So who else do we have? We have people. We have a few new people, which note that they don't cost anything. If I lose some of my more experienced people, we could be kind of at an issue here. But so we do have Soothing, who's kind of going away right now. She's done a lot for me already. I am actually going to go ahead and grab this charm real quick, because we don't need that on you right away. We're going to have kind of an interesting mission, I think, today. Because if we look at the embark, and we'll talk about the guild hall and the blacksmith here in just a minute. I think we could go for a boss. Now, there's a short and medium missions in the cove and everything. And we do actually have another boss in the whale as well. But I guess it's a question of, do I want to take on the necromancer apprentice? I'm not super thrilled about the leper item. Or do I want to, especially because it is a minus heal item. Or do I want to get a jester, minus virtue, minus stress if torch is dark? It seems like taking on the Swine Prince is better, so that's what we'll do. We'll click off these people. For some reason, these people are still on our list. So if we're going to be taking on the Swine Prince, and spoiler alert, I've done this fight before, you need to be able to survive some pretty big hits. So Soothing Vapors would actually be pretty useful here. But we're going to take Rascent instead. I know someone named Rascent was just on a mission, but she wants to be a soldier against corruption. Good for her. So we are going to go back to town to try and fix that just a little bit. Now I can take Trelly as well. We may want to save her because she's going to have some stuff. She's a good backline attacker, and what we need really against the threat that we're facing here is burst. So I could try and level up some people here. It looks like a lot of my front line is actually a little bit in trouble. We could take Dismas. Well, Dismas, no, he's not going to actually gotta go for that. So we can't take Mercier, who can do this. I feel like I should train. Yeah, we're going to, well, we'll do this in a minute. We'll train Open Veins. Well, actually, we don't need to train it. We already have it. So we'll put Mercier in here as well. You want to have a kind of balanced lineup to a point. And we could do some group stress heal, but I'm not sure if that's great here. We do have... I really would love to have a bounty hunter, which someone did comment in the last video, or one of the last videos. Where's the damn bounty hunter? My answer is I don't know. I don't know. So we do have Bad Yu, who's also here. Could actually be pretty good. Does actually have a Battle Ballad, which will help for everybody. Yeah, I think we'll take a Jester again. Means I need to actually upgrade you now. Are you going to be okay in position 2? We have different abilities here. This tells you second and third position is good for him. And camping skills are pretty good. We do like the buffs. We do like the stress reduction. Yeah. So this is all pretty good. I have the Tiger Mockery. Every rose has its thorn. There's some good humor buried in here that maybe we'll get to a bit later. Let's go ahead and equip you with the healing charm. Very important item. We'll see why in just a minute. Okay. So who do we want as our frontline? I'm not going to take a level 0 to a boss fight. I guess it's going to be Reynold. He's one of the default characters. And I haven't used him in a while because I'm very tired of his kleptomania, but we're going to bring him in here because he's still pretty damn strong. And I could Holy Lance. Let's see here. I don't have a lot of ways to clear corpses, but we'll make do. So, now that I have my team set, I'm actually going to go back to town. I said I had a few things I need to do. There's 2 places that I really like. One is the guild. This increases your combat skills. I don't think there's anything I can particularly afford here. So, Resent. We will go ahead and we will upgrade your Divine Grace. It costs money. One reason I like playing Torchless is that you have a lot of money to kind of throw around. Judgment, Mace Bash, Hand of Light, all okay. Dazzling Light, might as well upgrade it too. Alright. And you can see the little badges for who has what missions. So Open Vein, already upgraded. Might as well upgrade Wicked Slice as well. And Yu, we actually don't have anything upgraded for you, so let's fix that. Solo, we could get Slice off as well, might as well unlock it. I kind of prefer that to this super speed buff. Stress Heal, Inspiring Tune, could be nice. Could actually be pretty important, but... yeah. We're going to stick with this, I think. And we'll get rid of Solo. I'm not a huge fan of that skill. So let's get Slice off too. And it means Reynold. Does he have any skills he needs upgraded? Yes. Zealous Accusation. Don't care about Stunning Blow. And Bulwark of Faith marks himself. So that's pretty good. So just like that, we drop some cash. We upgrade some skills. We also have the Blacksmith, and there is a little quick bar here for going to different places, but I never think about it. So Yu. We want to upgrade your stuff. And I actually have something to reduce cost. Yeah, I can. That's a lot of deeds, but I think it's worth it as much as I just derp with it.
Every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
Yep. So upgrading your gear is probably some of the most important stuff you can do in this game. I'm not going to upgrade the Vestal's weapon. She's rarely ever going to be attacking. If she is, it's going to be to stun, and damage doesn't really matter because stun attacks don't do it. I don't know what Colonel Custard's down here, but before we go, we can look at our fallen here so far. In our Torturous one, I've only lost 3 people. Quivermont to starvation, Clumsy Mind, our first viewer death. He bled out right at the end of the mission. And Real Punky dying of a heart attack, even though it said a sea maggot there. It's funny that after Real Punky died, literally a week later, they released a patch that changed the mechanic. But Punky's still dead. Punky is still dead. Anything I'm forgetting? I'm not sure. I feel like I've gone on for quite a bit of time. Let's go ahead and take on the Swine Prince, see if we can get the Drums of Doom. No special name for this party today. We do have firewood, we do have holy water, medicinal herbs. We are gonna definitely need some anti-venom. We're gonna need some bandages. We'll take a few more herbs. Second holy water. Gonna take all the food. Let's take 2 keys, 3 shovels. These different things, once you play more missions, you kind of know what you need. The one thing we're not buying is torches, because this is a torchless run, but I think this should be enough to carry us. We should be able to take on the Swine Prince alright, but one way to find out. Let's hit the embark button.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly. A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
Well, not only do we have some great introductory material from the narrator, we also have one of the trolliest troll maps in all of trolldom. Chances are the Swine Prince is down here. He could be up here. I didn't actually equip a lot of my team with items. I think I'm going to be okay, although that was a pretty big mistake. But it's a medium mission, so we have a lot of rooms we can explore, but we only have to kill 1 Swine Prince, so to do that, let's turn out the lights.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
And while we're here, let's make sure we have our proper skills equipped. So we're not going to do solo. Do slice off. Did not do inspiring tune for the stress heal. We'll see if that bites me later. He does have open vein instead of tracking shot, which is nice. Pistol shot is going to be kind of our bread and butter. She has her skills. He has his skills. So Recent, Bad UU, Mercier, and Reynold. Only 1 viewer on this run. Unless Recent is someone that I'm forgetting, which I apologize. This has been a very long-running series. So you can hear the swine sounds in the background. We'll see if Reynold wants to steal that because he is a kleptomaniac. A little bit of gold right away. Now, if things go terrible, we can leave at any time. You just have to deal with the consequences of leaving. Fortunately, that actually didn't hurt. I guess that bug that came around sometimes has popped back into 1.0. No scout here. So we're just going to try and move to the right. Let's see if we can get this pile of bones. Let's put some holy water on it. And a thorough search gives us lots of treasure. Now, some playthroughs that you'll see people doing, they'll skip a lot of those items here, the portraits, the crest. That's because they played long... Wow, we're really getting unlucky there. Okay, a little bit of damage and some bleeding and some stress. That's fine. Let's fix that now. Might want to get that infection checked out. But yeah, they'll ditch that because they don't need it. That's one reason I kind of want to do a little bit of a playthrough just to get us into the meat of the game to begin with, but not too far. So we're surprised, which is unfortunate. But I think we're going to be okay. Dirk Stab will let me go forward, which is not ideal because Reynold doesn't actually have the ability that'll get him up there. So let's switch positions here. Main reason I did that is because Reynold can only attack from space 1 or space 2. Alright, I don't like the spiders in the back, but we're going to have to deal with the ones in the front first. A little bit of bleed damage, so he'll die when he bleeds. Mercer's probably... Oh, he's not stunned, he's just marked. Good. Well, not great, but... Now, some creatures don't actually leave... Oh, shit. Some creatures don't actually leave marks or anything. Or leave corpses. But I really don't like the green spiders. I don't like being blighted this hard, this early. So let's see if we can take you out. Good. Just really want Mercier to not die here. So you're stunned, which is okay. He's not going to be able to do anything. Please let the Vestal go next. Single target heal, go! 6 healing. Alright, we're okay. And slap in the face. Smite, level 2. Wow. That's a lot of good stuff. Book. Damage of HP below that. Well, we don't like having our HP super low, but we're probably going to have to deal with it today. Alright, so we have 2 people blighted. We have 2 anti-venoms. Let's just do it now, because I'm not so concerned about the 2 damage there. Let's see what we got here. Use a key, see if we can get a hidden compartment. So all these goodies right away. And we could actually have the Swine Prince right here. I doubt it, but we could. I think we might even be able to take him on if we have a quick fight. So, hunger. That's going to pop up from time to time. That's one reason I buy a lot of food. Is just so we can get it. I was really kind of hoping for a scout. So no Swine Prince yet. And if he's not here, and he could be there, it's more likely he's at the opposite corner. So box. The box is empty. Alright, if he's here, we may be running. No, just a fight with a madman. And we're surprised yet again. Alright, this is pretty terrible. We should be able to survive this fight, but I'm not gonna lie. Double surprise, which is part of playing in the pitch black. It means that sometimes RNG is just not going to be your friend. Now, you don't have a lot of bleed resist. And you are actually one of the biggest threats here. Let's just see if we can. Oh, wow. Actually did not kill him. It's pretty bad. We're just going to try and go for what heals we can get here. Okay. Does that bleed us is the question. Okay, that could actually pull him forward. No, pushes him back. Alright. So we'll see what we can get here. Gonna have to get a heal in at some point. That's a very lucky dodge. All he does is stress attacks. Alright. Actually throw you back here. Some characters can move multiple spaces at once. Of course you're gonna hit you. And now he's at Death's Door, which is actually pretty terrible, because bleeding plus Death's Door is a bad, bad thing. Alright. Good. Decent start. Have to do the single target heal here. Once again, for those of you who may be unfamiliar how this game has changed, you still have to deal with Death's Door debuffs, even all the way at the very end. So let's miss. That sounds about right. Okay, that's stress damage for everyone again. Definitely camping after this anyway. I'm not like in super, super danger, but things are not looking awesome, that's for sure. Good harvest. Please don't resist the bleed. There we go. And single target heal again. Like that it's 7 healing because we get all this. Probably should have bandaged just to clear up an inventory space, but let's see. Madman. 10% bleed resist. Hopefully we can, there we go, so he's dead. And if we can stun you here, we may be able to sneak in one more heal. Right. Might be able to. You don't want to delay fights too much. There's actually some pretty nasty stuff you can run into if you delay fights too much. But we're going to buff up here, hoping we can get the Vestal to go. Nope. Let's put you back 1. And do we party heal? I think we do. There we go. Good decision. And hopefully you die. There we go. Just like we planned it, right? So we can take some items, but we can't take all the items. He has one little space left. If we're going to camp anyway, let's go ahead and use this, because there was a bug in the last beta patch that had... is there anything we can do here? Ancient barbaric rituals. Some holy water on it? Nope. Yeah, give insights to these warrens. And fortune smirks, at least. What did we get here? We got Warren Scounger, scouting chance in the warrens. That's pretty nice. So one thing that we actually get to do now, because this may very well be the Swine King, is let's camp. Camping is very important in this game. See, we can reduce stress or we can heal. This is the other reason I buy a lot of food, is that we get a very good heal and everyone gets a little bit of stress reduction. Now, this Death's Door debuff is going to be there the whole time, which stinks. But we can go ahead and we can try and reduce stress by 20 and increase it by 1 against somebody just by making fun of them. Alright. We can attempt to go for some gallows humor. I feel like that's a good risk versus reward. And let's see here. All that is a... Okay, that's his abilities have changed, I think, since I last looked. Anyway, I'm just trying to think this through and talk about it. So, we have a lot of stress reduction and we have a few buffs. They did rebalance these, so it is a little bit to think about here. We're definitely going to do gallows humor, and hopefully it doesn't back us off, because we want to decrease his stress anyway. Good. How many adventures does it take to die in a pit? This many. Okay, so we have 8 left. So we can do 6 and buff up some of our people. We don't have a lot of buffs. Unparalleled Presence is actually a really good buff. Especially if he's going to be using melee skills here, but it does limit what else I can do. I still think it's worth it, though. So it's here, plus 10 accuracy, plus 5 crit, or plus 10 accuracy, plus 10 dodge. More important to do this, I think. Alright, because you're going to be a buff bot just a little bit. Yeah, I think we don't have anything that costs 1 resource now. I think it's really interesting how this goes. And we can actually have him eat just a little more if we want to, but let's just go ahead and hit the rest button. We could still be ambushed at night, so I'm coping well despite the madness around me. Can feel my heart, it pumps strong. We are out of firewood, we must steel ourselves to push the end. The rations will carry us, thank the gods. And do we get ambushed? No!
Spirits are lifted.
How many episodes in a row did we get camping ambushed? Okay, torches out.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Now let's see if this is the Swine Prince, shall we? No, let's see if it's a trap. It's a trap. Which he dodged, somehow. And let's see here, baggy. And we get a little bit of money. And we're just going to go ahead. I hear sounds in the background, but the thing about the Warrens is that the sounds are always really unsettling in the background. Let's heal up just in case this is the Swine Prince, and we'll talk through the fight, if it is. If not, he's going to be somewhere this way. He's not going to be in the middle of the dungeon. There's no way he's in the middle of the dungeon. There he is! Look! Isn't he cute? Now we have this little guy down here who's the flag carrier, Wilbur. If you kill Wilbur, Swine Prince gets enraged, and you can see he has a ton of health. The best way to do that, though, is because he has 0 bleed resist, we want to bleed him all to hell. I'd really prefer to bring a Hellion to this, but we're just going to have to make do. Now, because he is super huge, he takes up, I think, first, second, and third position here. We can actually just try and stack bleeds as much as possible here. And we don't need to do too much right now. Pretty sure he's 100% resistant to stun. So we'll just... Yay! If you get a crit heal, you might reduce a little stress. Alright, so 5 damage per round. Obliterate body because he's marked, so 17 damage. Alright. Can't stun. I can protect myself, though, which is pretty important. It is going to mark me, which is not great. Because this guy has a bonus for marking. We don't want our Vestal to get smacked around. Let's go ahead and see if we can... Party buff. Excellent. We're just going to keep the open veins going. And we're just going to try and single target heal ourselves. Back to goodness. Please don't attack the Vestal. There we go. 21 crit. That's okay. That's why we protected ourselves. Let's just go ahead and start... I could do this again. And you can see I know it is a little bit... I can't perfectly do it where there's no torch all the time, but I can try, I guess. Big thing is that he took damage, but he's not dead. We still have our buff. I think Harvest is going to be what? 2 points for 3 rounds or 3 points for 3 rounds? Well, if we're not going to get resisted anyway. Let's just keep doing Open Veins. 2 points for 3 rounds and 10 damage. And single target heal again. Important thing coming into these fights is that you have a system. Now, the first time, and I fought these bosses blind the first time. Swine Prince, I've played enough WoW to know, don't attack the little guy until you take care of the big guy. I think we are going to Bulwark again. I know, once again, it's not totally dark, sue me, but he is probably going to... Oh, see? But we want to really save our Vestal here as best we can. And I don't think I can click off the light. Look, double marking. He's using all of his airport flag skills. That's exciting. Whoop! That was not what I meant to do at all. I just hit Control-Shift-Click. But, I'll take it, right? So he has 10 bleed damage per 5 rounds. We got a good crit. We just gotta hope that we can take him down. We still gotta heal up, heal up. And let's just smite. We gotta end this fight at some point. Alright, so 12 damage. Obliterate masses. 23 and 7. There's our second death's door. That's okay. And you're gonna get flagged again. Like I said, we knew you were gonna hit death's door at some point. I'm just glad that we were able to hold it off as much as possible. So, if we get one hit here, which we did, that's that. He's gonna die his next action. Okay, we need our buff again. If he dies to bleed damage, he shouldn't leave a corpse. More importantly, we can just put you out of death's door real quick. Now, the other troll thing about Wilbur is that he at least used to have massive evade. He might still have massive evade. But we're gonna just... Let's see here. He can be stunned, but he can also be crit for 20. Well, that's one way to not get dodged entirely. Cool! So Beast Slayer's Ring, Move Stone... All good stuff. All stuff we could really use here. More importantly, the prince is dead. Long live the new Swine Prince. Because, you know, that's how these games work. They always come back as a recolor, reskin. Who knows? Return to the Hamlet. Success. Cool. So, we have our little treasure doodles. Getting more achievement spam here because... Yeah, apparently I've played through this game, but it still is like... I haven't gotten the achievement yet for completing a quest, which is a little strange. I don't even remember how much gold we started with, but I have a feeling we broke even, which is fine. The Dark Tambourine is a good item. Minus 25 stress damage with Dark here is freaking amazing, especially since a Jester is a really good companion with the Abomination Wolfy dude. Next... We have some more experience. Resent's now level 2. Look at how little stress she has, too. That's awesome. So these are all people we can use again. Reynold has one more go, so natural swing plus 5 accuracy. Great. And, well, Tactician. Overall, very, very good stuff. Once again, I apologize if there's a little bit of a jump. I am recording this to try and put it up here today, so I don't have as much opportunity to edit. In the videos after this, there won't be as much of a jump here, because I'll be able to smooth this out. But let's hit the Return to Town button. Yay! I don't know if my voice is getting cut off right now or not.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
Okay, so we have the Swine Prince defeated. We have the Wizened Hag defeated. We have complete your first foray into the ruins, because this is an old save. We did complete our first foray into the ruins. I guess we get to do another one, and uh-oh, we have some stuff going on here. Digby engaged in pleasures of the flesh and got even... He already is at 0 stress. He's like, whatever, I'll do it again. Oh, Duriel actually gained 500 gold while gambling. It doesn't make up for the funky eye patch you lost like episode 2, but it counts. Percy went on a drunken bender and hasn't been seen since the previous evening, and recovered a bunch of stress. And that's what happens sometimes with these recovery mechanisms, is that people just disappear. And then Yuma's engaged in flagellation, is no longer paranoid. Oh, soothing vapors underwent effective treatment. Wow, cured of bulimia, creeping cough, and the red plague. Wow. That was not what I expected. So overall, very successful. And let's see if we have a stagecoach. We still, after all this time, I've had, like, people waiting to be a bounty hunter. And the bounty hunters just do not want to show up. We will go ahead and grab a second Hound Master. Maybe, I don't know. Hallandan does good work. I haven't used him as much lately, but that'll change. We can also look at the Nomad Wagon, which I have not done as much with because I don't really want to throw my crests here yet. That is a good item. It's only for the Abomination, but still good. I don't want to spend all my gold on it, though. So yeah, there's plenty of room on this train if you want to jump on. But that's going to be it for today. This is Asher, more Darkest Dungeon, another boss down. More to go in the days to come. We have... Who do we have? We have the Necromancer Apprentice. We haven't even fought a boss in the Cove yet. We're not even level 2 there yet. And already we're getting level 3 veteran missions. And we still have the Brigand 8-pounder here as well. So, lots of things to do. Lots of missions to come. Long way to go before we get to the darkest mission. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments or any naming request for these characters. I'll just do a quick run through of our viewers here. Belisar, Turiel D, Koval, our viewers, Yumaz and Bad Yu, Hallandan, Shrike, Colonel Custard, Soothing Vapors. I have to double check and see if Resent is one or not. I'm not sure. And that's it. Those are the viewers who are still alive and with us. Feel free to join us. It's a fun train. Nothing bad could possibly happen in the Darkest Dungeon. This game is just bunnies, rainbows, and sunshine. This is Asher. Thanks for watching. See you next time.